The Philosopher's Stone is a symbol of transformation and enlightenment. For the Rosicrucians, it represents the union of opposites of matter and spirit, microcosm and macrocosm. In alchemy, the Philosopher's Stone is a legendary substance believed to have the power to transmute base metals into gold, prolong life, and cure diseases. Although the term itself may immediately evoke thoughts of a physical object, the Rosicrucians understand that the Philosopher's Stone is not an object, but a state of consciousness achieved through internal alchemy. As with all symbols in the Rosicrucian tradition, it serves to represent complex concepts and ideas in an accessible and understandable form. Internal alchemy can be understood as a process of personal transformation leading to spiritual enlightenment, a path of self-discovery and development involving study, practice, and meditation. The Philosopher's Stone is considered the ultimate goal of this internal alchemy, symbolizing spiritual fulfillment and union with the divine. In this video, we will explore the mysteries behind this powerful symbol and understand how we can apply its transformative power in our lives. Nicolas Flamel was a French alchemist who lived in the 14th century. His story, often likened to a chapter from a magic book, is intertwined with the relentless quest for the elusive Philosopher's Stone. Flamel, a modest scribe and copyist in Paris, gained fame not for his literary skills, but for unraveling alchemical mysteries that led to the creation of the stone. Ancient writings suggest that Flamel and his wife, Penel, deciphered ancient alchemical manuscripts, transforming base metals into gold and discovering the elixir of immortality. It is said that Flamel found an ancient grimoire, a spellbook called the Book of Abraham the Jew, containing alchemical secrets. Flamel and his wife dedicated their lives to studying the book, and after years of work, they supposedly created the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone, a legendary substance, was believed to transmute common metals into gold, prolong life, and provide spiritual enlightenment. Alchemists shared the belief in the existence of a tangible physical object, which they could create in their laboratories. The pursuit of the Philosopher's Stone was a primary motivation in alchemy for centuries, with many alchemists dedicating their lives to its quest. The idea likely originated from the observation that precious metals could be obtained from basic metal ores. For instance, silver and gold could be found in nature associated with other metals such as lead and copper. Alchemists believed that through a process of transmutation, they could release this hidden form and obtain pure precious metal. Another theory inspiring the concept of the Philosopher's Stone is the theory of the four elements, which posits that all materials are composed of earth, water, air, and fire. According to this theory, an element could be transformed into another by altering its qualities. For example, water could be transformed into vapor, air, or into earth, ice. The fifth element, recognized as the highest form of matter, was represented by a delicate substance called quintessence. Paracelsus, a Swiss-German physician and one of the greatest chemists in history, described quintessence as the intrinsic star of objects, an inner image responsible for imparting fundamental shapes and characteristics to things. The spiritual connotation attributed to the Philosopher's Stone likely has roots in Egyptian beliefs in the perfection of the soul and the quest for creating a golden, immortal body. The idea that the human soul can regenerate is a central theme in many religions, expressing the fundamental human desire to transcend limited conditions and achieve perfection. In the Christian context, this parallel becomes evident as Christ, the physical embodiment of God, offers salvation and eternal life. In the Middle Ages, liturgy sometimes referred to Christ as the lapis angularis, or the cornerstone. Many religious scholars suggest that the Philosopher's Stone is equivalent to the stone symbol found in various spiritual traditions. In the Old Testament of the Bible, the Philosopher's Stone is symbolized by the stone on which Jacob rests his head, representing the promise that he would be the father of a great nation. In the New Testament, it is represented by the rock that Christ establishes as the foundation of the temple, symbolizing the establishment of the Christian Church. The Kabbalah, a Jewish mystical tradition, also speaks of the Philosopher's Stone. The Yesodic foundation stone of the Kabbalah symbolizes the union of opposites, of matter and spirit. Freemasonry also has its representation of the Philosopher's Stone, the cubic stone of Freemasonry symbolizing perfection and wisdom. The story of Flamel and the Philosopher's Stone is shrouded in mystery. Now let's talk a bit about its representation. There are at least 3 graphical symbols representing the Philosopher's Stone. The oldest among them is the cinnabar sign, originating in the Middle Ages, symbolizing the elevation of elements to their most sublime form. The term cinnabar has its roots in the Greek philosopher Theophrastus, born around 370 BC. Cinnabar, a natural mineral, is the fusion of sulfur and mercury. Another symbol resembles the Seal of Solomon, and likely originated in the late Middle Ages, symbolizing the union of the elements fire, represented by the upward-pointing triangle, and water, represented by the downward-pointing triangle. This symbol reflects the sacred marriage in alchemy, the fusion of fire and water, below and above, masculine and feminine, embodying the archetypes of king and queen. There is yet a third symbol for the Philosopher's Stone, which has its origins in the Renaissance. This symbol represents the squaring of the circle, a complex symbol composed of geometric figures. The drawing symbolizes the pursuit of perfection, and each figure has symbolic meaning. The triangle represents the 3 celestial substances, salt, sulfur, and mercury, corresponding to the 3 aspects of human nature, body, soul, and spirit. The square represents the 4 elements, earth, water, air, and fire, equivalent to the 4 states of matter, solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. The circle represents unity and totality, symbolizing the unity of creation. The meanings of this complex symbol do not stop there. It is an alchemical symbol representing purity, immortality, and perfection. It was considered the essential element for transmuting common metals into gold. For alchemists, gold was the perfect metal, and its attainment symbolized the individual's spiritual evolution. In addition to transmutation, the Philosopher's Stone was also seen as the source of the elixir of life, a substance capable of prolonging the life of those who consumed it. Thus, the Philosopher's Stone was considered the secret of eternal life and spiritual enlightenment. Alchemists believed that it could be obtained through a complex process of distillation and fermentation. However, the Philosopher's Stone was never found, and its existence remains a mystery. The fact that it was never found further reinforces the idea that it is a symbol and not a specific object. From the perspective of Rosicrucian philosophy, the Philosopher's Stone carries numerous meanings. It represents the union of opposites, of matter and spirit, microcosm and macrocosm. It is the symbol of harmony and totality. The Philosopher's Stone signifies personal transformation, the process of spiritual evolution. It is the symbol of human potential to transcend duality and achieve unity. Ultimately, it represents spiritual enlightenment, the state of consciousness where the individual perceives reality integrally. It is the symbol of realizing human potential. But then, what path can we tread to attain the Philosopher's Stone and all that it represents. The path to the Philosopher's Stone is a journey of self-discovery and spiritual development. It is a long and challenging path, but it is also a path of great reward. Those who wish to tread the path of the Philosopher's Stone must follow some essential steps with discipline and true intention. The first step is study. Knowledge is essential for the transformation process. Studying alchemy, Rosicrucian philosophy, and other spiritual traditions is crucial for understanding the power of symbols and their application in practical life. Next comes practice. Engaging in meditation, prayer, and other spiritual development techniques is key to raising consciousness. Patience is also fundamental. The path to the Philosopher's Stone is a long-term journey. It requires patience and perseverance in the quest for evolution. Do you want to know more about hidden knowledge? This next video is precisely about that. If this video made sense to you, write in the comments, "It makes sense to me." Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get all the latest teachings.